welcome to Luxembourg for the CEV European Finals of this very exciting beach volleyball format controlled by a ticking clock. It's the king and queen of the court crown series where teams play against each other and the clock to be crowned at the very end of the week. Well, it's the final day. We have been surrounded by royalty as it is beautiful here at the Coq Centre in Luxembourg. There's the golden ball, but there's a little bit of rain in the air. Have a look at that. Rainy, 14 degrees, a little bit different to what we've experienced this week. Go on, sir, clean the camera for us. What a guy. God's work on centre court behind the graphic. There's a little bit of wind, but I don't think it's anything too crazy at the moment as the raincoats are on. And luckily here in the commentary box, it's very dry in these state-of-the-art skyboxes made primarily for COVID life. But now, luckily here, when it rains as well as... we've got some VIPs. Lara and Shubi in the house watching. Local residents and part of the Luxembourg volleyball family. As we reach the semi-finals, it's the big day today. The first round here where the top two advance to the final, 3 and 4 go to the playoff. 5th place is eliminated. We have some big names in Sinja Tillman, Svenja Müller, 3rd in the world champs. Samoilova and Gradinja from Latvia ended up taking a 4th place at the Olympic Games. They're European champions previously as well. France, the Dutchies and the Austrians. We are in for a treat. There's only good teams around now. As we have a look at the rules, 5 teams that start, all rounds of 15 minutes. The 5th place team in the opening round is gone home, see you later. 4th place after the 2nd round into the playoff. Top 2 in that final round of 3 go to the finals. You only score at the King's End if you haven't seen this format before, as the challengers will try and bombard their way down to the Queen's End. But the first team out, Emma Piersma and Maxime Van Driel. And they're a team on a tear at the moment. They won the Challenger last year in Morocco, but Emma Piersma, 22 years old. Maxime Van Driel, 24, 180 and 186. They're Dutch, so they completely understand how this concept works. As next up, a very entertaining smiley team from France, Lausanne Placette and Alexa Richard, 24 and 26, as we keep saying, they are pushing towards that home berth at the next Olympic Games, and it's a very exciting time for them. And also, if you look at their Instagram, it is also a fun place to spend a couple of minutes watching them dance, watching them enjoy life to the full. Big servers. As next out in the black jerseys, Ronja Klinger, the defender, draws the ace card, playing with Dorina, 26 and 23 years old. Made the final at Miami Beach, a phenomenal event that we had a few months ago in Miami. They are back, loving every minute of this one. The question is, will they qualify for the finals? Jagada Gruszkinska and Alexandra Vacevic from Poland. 2 regulars now in the Crown Series from Poland. They actually did a bit of a Perisic and Schweiner and came 5th in the opening round in Hamburg and then made their way all the way through to the finals. They have skills to pay the bills. And last but by no means least, they have a golden ball as well. Svenja Müller and Sinja Tillman. Svenja Müller just 22 years young, already with a bronze medal at the World Championships. This team won in Ostrava last season. And they had a good run there this year as well before taking a 5th place, losing to Brazil. They won all of their pool matches and were looking very strong, but we know that the level of the Beach Pro Tour is ridiculous at the moment. There's the 5 teams. Top 2 go to the final, 3 and 4 go to the playoff, and the loser of this round is going home.
Then Luxembourg, your turn. Are you ready? 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Well, Tillman Müller starting at the Queen's End, but an early morning sideline serve is an absolute belter. And they are removed straight away as the Clingers take that Queen spot. And they're off the mark aggressively. Great play from Ronja. Oh, fast knuckle on 2 this time as the Serricard. They had the, let's say, they put us on the edge of our seats yesterday with, in a knockout round, being able to not really get to the Queen's End for the whole 14 minutes, and then for the last minute they made it down there and did enough to stay out of the basement and get their way to the semi-finals. That's a brilliant rip from Piersma. The Dutchies know this format so well due to the fact that they invented it. Sportworks. There's actually a Dutch King of the Court this week as well in the Netherlands. As we are very lucky to be joined a bit later on by Rich Lambourne, as always, and also Julius Brink is here around asking questions. I think we're going to get him on the mic whenever he's ready to rumble. As Müller-Tillman slapping straight into the block this time. It's coming on 2. That's a real nice play from Svenja Miller. It looks like Julius Brink is actually here.
Yes, I am.
Good morning, Julius.
Good morning. Trying to escape by that rainy weather, but to be honest, I pretty much like it because the floor is even harder. So we're gonna have the bounce contest later today. That will bring up some joy and fun, and also for these ladies down here, it's gonna be easier to jump and to put an even higher performance in terms of athletics.
Yeah, I mean, the weather's not too bad, is it? Like, we haven't got too much rain here. There's not too much wind. It's also not too cold.
Oh no, that's part of the game. I mean, we are beach volleyball players. We mostly don't care. For sure, we like the sun more than the rain, but this is part of the game. This doesn't affect too much.
No, absolutely not. Well, Clingers are off to a great start. Müller-Tillman, well, will be the team that you're supporting, Julius, throughout this round. What do you think of their chances? Very, very strong, I'd say.
Yeah, they are definitely favorites of this tournament, but yeah, I'm quite neutral. I need to analyze everything, and even
no,
though
you're
we're coming from the same country. No. Okay, no, I'm pretty much fan of that team. I like that development, but there are some others doing great job. I mean, it's always good that the Olympics coming ahead in a year, and it's probably, yeah, not a big forecast that Sinja and Svenja are going to make it. I have no doubt about it, but also these French pair here, Placette Richard, are on a good way to go there, as there's definitely a host country spot. If they can make it through the World Ranking or Continental Cup, they're going to make it via there, and that is also probably something you're going to watch for. Another team here, the Klingers.
Yeah, the Clingers who have been clinging on.
Yeah, and big improvement also done by this team. I mean, really nice way of playing, good ball control, upper hand setting. We see a lot of high-class volleyball down here.
Yeah, we really do. As it's Sinja who makes the dig. Now Svenja has to get in quickly. Oh, jump set. Let's go, ladies. Oh, does it hit the sideline? No. But
Just
what a
out,
set
yeah.
that was. That was miraculous.
Nice one, yeah. But even though it was a good up by Sinja, just an inch out,
Service from France. One thing they do is serve incredibly well, and then they bring this break into the game. There's a bit of a dummy into the angle, back to the line from Richard, but it's just taken to Tooltown from the Klinger.
The first two teams of this semi-final.
It's interesting with Paris. We're talking about it with the men's being a lot closer than the women's. You think, fingers crossed, all disasters aside, that Placette Richard will be the team that go to Paris. So it's an exciting time.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the bad side of the medal, that if you have a host country spot, it's the bigger question, like how do you gonna earn that spot as a team? And if it comes from countries where teams can't make it through the world ranking, then somehow the NF's gonna involve into that. And I'm not sure how it works out in the French Federation, but I know it from some years ago. It's often not an open race. It's often decided or supported by others.
It's not always fair.
Let's say it like that, yeah. But yeah, I hope they're gonna find a good way. And on the men's side, I heard it's quite open yet, and teams are close to each other, checking out the world ranking, and then we're gonna see how these girls are going.
Yeah, well,
the good thing is that this push, having the Olympics in Paris, is always giving also another push for beach volleyball in that country, because France beach volleyball hasn't been up in the last year too much, and since the announcement has been out, there's a big improvement in these teams. 3 men's teams now on the world ranking, quite climbing high, and same on the women's side.
Well, rumor has it is that, don't know if this is confirmed or not, but Lionel Bassarou are being touted with the wild card to the Olympic Games. So that's interesting in its own way, if that is the case. From what Richie was saying anyway. Let's put it on Richie. Yeah. Great hands in the block, as this is, that's a whole big can of worms that we could talk about all day. But Klinger, they're on 7, and Piersma Van Driel at the moment are the team really chasing. So the Klingers are still down the Queen's End. What a great dig that is, set, but then Richard is beaten over the top, and wow, this is maybe some of the best volleyball we've seen from the Klingers this week. Just, we know that the 5th place team are done, so you just don't want to be bottom of the pack this round. Müller-Tillman have a golden ball, so we'll have to keep an eye on that, because I think they're going to have to use it at some time if they are at the bottom of the pile. Maybe not. This is an opportunity for them to put a few on the board here. It's always difficult, Julius, isn't it? Getting warm this early in the morning, and that's twice they've been down, and Müller's struggled with that first pass, and it maybe just shows that as much as we warm up, it still is quite early, and it's difficult with the service pressure being as high as it is to find the rhythm.
Yeah, and lots of teams gonna say that in the interviews, and even off the interviews, that the first 15 minutes, it's the most crucial one. It's so hard, it's so limited in options to get on the king side. I mean, we've seen it yesterday by Germany putting up 24.
Yep.
I mean, every team of these 5 is able to actually go up to the higher digits and then block time away from others. And if you're in that position, like Müller-Tillman is in right now, just half of the time is played, they need to be sure to secure. I think you and Richie, you call that insurance points, right?
Yes. Well, it's interesting. Got some stats here from the man himself, Václav Burčík. Not only is he the best server of the competition, he's the guy that looks after the stats, the busiest man in beach volleyball. But looking at this, Müller-Tillman, as they get running, are the most successful serve team of the pool, but they're also the best team on the Queen's side. They win 72% of their points at the Queen's End, but they haven't done that in this pool. I'd say they've had multiple opportunities, but haven't managed to quite take them. Tillman being the best receiver and the best attacker in the pool as well, so and the best defender in the pool. Let's go, Sinja. You just top all those stats, Sinja the Ninja. Everyone else here trying, and you're just dominating.
On the line, Team Poland.
Piersma, the best in the tournament when it comes to serving. Oh, little baby knuckle. All right, let's go. How are you finding the Sean Paul in the morning, Julius? You into it?
I like every vibe that is coming up here. I appreciate that.
This reminds me of being a teenager. Just give me the light. You can imagine it, can't you? Being on the dance floor listening to this. No, maybe you are imagining it now.
Thank God they don't show your dancing skills in here. Actually, this is not Louis Lett.
This is the loosest I've been for a while, Julius. 4:56 on the clock. It's time for the timeout.
Having a timeout now.
Okay, Tillman Muller back at the Queen's End. There's, well, that was an interesting shot. Vacevic, I think, is trying to keep the ball dry. Have a look at those bottles, those King and Queen of the Court bottles, Julius. We haven't got one of our, we haven't got one with our name on, have we yet?
No, but to be honest, I would prefer having a coffee.
Yeah, me too. You very kindly brought me one on your way up to the commentary box, which I'll be forever grateful for. We have a look at where we are. The Klingers off to an absolute flyer. Piersma, Van Driel need to try and play a bit of catch-up on Muller-Tillman. Muller-Tillman have certainly had their opportunities, though. Piersma, Van Driel haven't, and it's just whether they can get down there and make it count when it matters the most. But the Klingers have done their job. They can almost take a little bit of a rest, I'd say, and let the others fight it out. Well done, Poland. They're doing just what Poland do all of the time. We saw it in Hamburg. They just seem to get themselves through every round without really winning it or flying away with it, but they're always there or thereabouts. Well, that's a fantastic dig. Okay, Miller from off the net, that's a difficult one. Oh, another great touch. This is what France do so well, they just battle. Oh, jump, oh, a jumbo, a bumpo, I don't know, a bump jumbo, we'll just call it that.
Nice pickup by France.
Yeah, they absolutely earned that point, didn't they?
Yeah, a bit too obvious that Sinja is going to play that cross court.
Also could have bumped it up on 2 again, but
yeah.
Lecent Ricard, good break from Van Driel. Get after it. This is their chance, Julius.
Yeah, the Dutchies need to score. Now it's almost over, I would say. I mean, it's 4 minutes, but remember, it's 5 teams on court.
I mean, I'm interested to see how France. How about the Wenger boys? We got some serious jams coming out this morning. You ever been to Ibiza, Julius? Ever been to Ibiza?
Oh man, a couple of times, yeah. After my career, yeah.
Yeah? Oh, there you go. I've never been. One place I've never been to. It's on the list before I get quite too old, I think. Service into a good spot. Knuckle over the top to the corner. Juszczynska. I tell you who would go to Ibiza would be our directors, who just seem to be following house music everywhere and directing house music. Did you know that? Oh, great work through our team in the truck where they're going tomorrow, Julius. They're going to produce and direct a David Guetta concert. Let's live that dream.
Yeah.
We can hear them in our headset.
So Piersma Van Driel still on 0.
Padding away, Juszczynska, Vacevic. Dutchies going to have at least one more chance here as Klingers just keep scoring. All right, Sinja the Ninja, get up and put that one. Oh, she's gone with the short knuckle. Klingers are going to get their way. Oh, yeah. Wow, we were close, but no cigar, Julius.
Yep. Van Driel and Piersma are not getting any rhythm now. 2.5 minutes to go, gonna wait. I think Sinja and Svenja always good for a longer break. Now, sweet little line shot, getting into their rhythm, blocking time.
I think that's the final nail in the coffin for the Dutchies, because They got to get down, make 4. Oh, let's go, Poland. It's one thing we've seen a lot, isn't it? Vacevic's powerful jump serve, but we haven't quite seen her top the stats this week with it.
Nice pickup, nice pickup.
DJ's killing it this morning. Got some JT now. This is something I could see JB jamming out to, JT. Doing a little bit of a moonwalk in the mirror. Looking for the baseline. Pass-in system from Gruszczynska. That one's pretty tight.
But that is kind of a surprise that Poland is leading the show here. Okay, they are quite even with the Klingers, but these two teams definitely gonna step up to the next round.
Yeah, a minute
and
left.
now it's about, yeah, let's say Germany or the Netherlands, but first of all, the Dutchies needs to come over. Germany's blocking another probably 50 minutes, so the damage has been done, Louis, if you ask me.
The damage is done, as it's Justin Timberlake, so I guess you'll be leaving.
Correct.
There you go. Julius leaves for the interviews. I try and bring as much Justin Timberlake into the commentary as possible. Service. Good hands. Last chance, but it's going to be too little, too late.
Und sie kommen rüber. Maybe the final chance for the Dutchies.
11 seconds. Well, it's unfortunate for Pisma Van Driel. Oh, the big skyball from France. Not like Clemens Wickler's skyball yesterday. Get up, Van Driel, but it's going to be too little, too late. Unfortunate for them. They've been fantastic. We love having them here. Incredibly nice girls, great volleyball players, but unfortunately today they just could not get the chances to get down to the Queen's End until the very end. Emma Piersma, Maxime Van Driel leave the competition in 5th place, and that's the tough one, because you're never going to get a chance to go through the playoffs. It's the Klingers and Gruszczynska, Vacevic take 9 points. Tillman Muller still warming up, I think, before we get going again for the second 15 minutes.
Maurice Lacroix game. We're gonna make it happen at 3:20.
We just wait for... Ah, he's ready. He's a fast man, that Julius Brink. He's an Olympic gold medalist for a reason. Now he's down courtside talking to the girls.
It seems like everyone gave you a hard time today. Like the first 30 minutes, almost no chance to go on the Queen's side, and then at the end, maybe a too slow start for you today?
Yeah, I think so. It's only 50 minutes, and we only got 3 chances on the King's side, or Queen's side, and we didn't defend enough to get enough chances there. And also, when we were there, we didn't take them. So.
Yeah. So, what is up for you? Actually, you got eliminated. We have to say goodbye. Thanks for coming over. What is the next tournament you're going to play?
I think national tour in Holland, and internationally we don't know yet. Yeah, I think we also have the national championship and then the European championship.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Talking about Rotterdam, right?
Sorry?
Talking about Rotterdam?
I hope so. We would really love to be there, yeah.
Okay. Hopefully we're going to see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, we hope to see them at the Royal Championships. We can't wait for Rotterdam. It's a little bit of a world champs for the Queen and King of the Court series, so it's going to be wild, we think, anyway. Piersma Van Driel gone as we just wait for the scoreboard on your screen to catch up. There it is. Klingers off to a good start. They take the Queen's End because they started there. There's well, Austrian beach volleyball. We know that we are heading there next for Euro Beach Volley. Vienna is going to be an absolute party, as always, for the European Championships, Danube Island. I mean, I've been lucky enough to go there before, and if you are still undecided whether you're going to go and get tickets, my suggestion would be go there, get the tickets and have a wonderful time. Best teams in Europe, near enough of the best teams in the world. Oh, the big slap off the net. Let's go on the turn. It's Alexa Richard. And that's a real nice turn as well. We've got the Macarena now. Got to say, with a little bit of rain in the air, DJ's bringing the party vibes. It's going down the storm. Well, here we go from the right side. Oh, who's that girl? Svenja Müller's that girl. Big hands in the block. As serve, DJ's crushing areas. Looks like I'm enjoying it more than he is, to be honest, but yeah, he's dropping jam after jam out here today, and there you go. Good arm, fast arm. But in the end, it's the clingers, just working away from the body, and everything they're touching just turning to gold, the clingers at the moment, just the back edge of the sideline. And that's a great pat off the body. Well, Kali Schützenhofer, and we're usually playing a volleyball with Politischnik, but unfortunately she's out with an injury at the moment, so playing the European Championships with Friedel, who she played in Hamburg with for the Queen of the Court series. So Austria blessed with a couple of good women's teams now. Also a host of great men's teams as well. See Emma Cora Valle, partner swapped, didn't they? Robbie Seidel, Maritz Pristaus, but also Alex Horst still going real strong with Julian Pearl as well. They'll all be at Euro Beach Volley in Vienna, representing on home soil. And as well, the coach of this pair, Tilman Müller, was telling me last night, any win against an Austrian team in Vienna or at Klagenfurt is an unbelievable result, because the crowd just seems to take them to another level. Pass off the net this time, Vacevic. Oh, good reactions from Vacevic.
Den hätten sie vielleicht noch rausholen können. In Polen. Ein Punkt. 1 point for Poland. The Germans, 0 points.
Still on 0 for Germany. Good hands in the block, keeps them quite close, gets over. First set trying to move Svenja Müller in turn. That can minimize the effect of her blocking Müller at times just by moving her sideways. Moving her laterally across the net, and it opens up all sorts of tooling options. Fasten up the arm, you can go high, you can let go off the outside arm, or if she's fixed, you can go over the top of it. All depends on the timing. All the time that she has to steady herself. Great hands. Okay, fasten that play up. Let's go, Poland. There we go. As we said yesterday, they were with Alexander Slivka, 3-time Champions League winner, Polish outsider from their national team last time, but now he's off playing in the VNL for Poland as they look to head in to the finals in Gdansk a couple of weeks' time. Pad over the top of that, so wide of the mark as well.
First point, Germany.
Should be disappointed with that one. Another point for Tillman Müller. They are not disappointed in the slightest. They're up to 2. And they're off the basement as it stands. Oh, overpass. This should be put away. Poland, they're on the red button at the moment. That's great defense from Tillman. Another opportunity. Vacevic is going to dispatch, and she goes off the hands and out of bounds. Tillman having to get in there and get a run into the block to, well, for the fact that Müller didn't have time. Also, Tillman, no stranger. Oh, the underknuckle, almost.
Yesterday we had a funny situation with the ball.
One of my favorites. You can see the rain heavily coming down here in Luxembourg. Some say it's in for the day, some just say it's a continuous shower for a while. Good work, just good feed inside the ball from Ryszkinska, and she just turns it enough to get it off the hands of the block. That's a very difficult one for Klinger. It's an outrageously good shot, as is that. A little bit of a hybrid touch from Vacevic. Fast pass block. That's a close one, because Placer Ricard still have adequate time to get this job done. Oh!
What a great serve.
And as we said before, everything that the Klingers touch at the moment turns to gold here in Luxembourg. Bosh. Not quite the same luck for Sinja. Snap back, oh, off the left hand, chase it down, but no. France don't stop running as, well, have a look at the coaches in the corner getting wet out here early doors on finals day. That's a great serve. Vacevic wraps one just over the left shoulder a bit, and there's enough turn on the ball with enough pace to beat the passer. Well, there's the 5-minute timeout here in the first round of the day. We have a men's semi-final after this one. We also have a skills challenge today, which is incredibly exciting stuff. They do a great job here of the skills challenges and the bounce-offs, as the clingers 6'3", average point per stay 1.7. Gluskinska, Vacevic, Tillman, Müller, all okay at the moment. It's France.
Direct message on Instagram. So you're gonna check your messages on Instagram if you are chosen.
Well, there's the stats for Placide Richards. 4 out of 12, 2 from 7. Could do with just upping that a little bit.
1500 € ist die wert. Wir machen ein kleines Aufschlagspiel, also da muss man sonst mehr arbeiten für so eine Uhr. Ladies,
and the core rakers, all the staff here doing a absolutely sensational job. You can join the conversation with hashtag Queen of the Court.
3, 2, 1, let's go.
At King of the Court Beach, find us on the socials. And actually have a look at the on Instagram. The team are doing a great job of getting great content out there, and the quiz with the players was incredibly funny. Jay Vitzer and the crew doing a great job in that department with the CEV as well. But if you want to get to know the players a little bit more, you can have a look on the YouTube channel. Have a look at the players getting quizzed this week in all things Luxembourg. You might educate yourself at the same time as you go looking at that. The first question was guessing the population of Luxembourg within 50,000 people. From the right side, turning it back, coming in on an angle, just brushing it. Get up, Gluskinska tries to go short. That's really good off the left foot, over the right, and then going short. Didn't have many options there, so just changed up the pace really well and beats France. It's a really smart play from Gluskinska. It's a very good set from Gluskinska as well. Oh, clingers. What setting that one was. We like that here. Almost hand setting from the floor. This serve, they might still have to be slightly careful here. Germany, they have the golden ball, but they would be the next team to be banished to the playoffs should France get a little bit of a run. They can't get a run this time. A more aggressive play from the clingers. Lovely to see. Great cross-court serve. Now you're going to try and run in on an angle. Difficult for Vacevic. If that serve does get passed well, then she's always going to have to run the longest distance into block, and it's going to be difficult for her to set up. Reverse play. Short ball. Well, covered. They could do with those insurance points. Really good from Klinger. Let's go in transition. Fantastic play from the clingers. And they just keep improving every single play. It's 2:22 on the clock. Placide Richards need to get their way to the Queen's End, otherwise they're going to the playoffs a little bit later on. Clingers are cruising here. So are Poland. Müller Tillman. I wonder if we'll see the golden ball if this serve goes in the net. Maybe they don't feel like they need it yet. They're saving it for maybe a desperation or a moment of desperation. Richard is in, breaking again. She really backpedals with the way that she breaks off the net as opposed to turning when she breaks, but she keeps so strong and balanced with the hands. It's a very good motion for it. Wide ball over the top. Clingers are on 12. They've looked absolutely sensational. We've got Julius Brink back here in the commentary box, but I think he's also got to run down to do the interview very shortly.
Wow, den hat sie sich verdient. Silja Tillman, not in my house. Ganz schön frech gespielt
Tillman.
von den Klingerschwestern.
Oi. That's what we came to see, Sinja Tillman. Knuckle. Good work to get off. Oh, 2 steep ones in a row from Sinja Tillman. And they are safe. Great work from Tillman because she dug the short ball and she really had to backpedal to get an approach on the ball, keep it in front of her. They've just been aced. That's not France, though, going down to the Queen's End. So in theory, it's Gluskinska and Vacevic. JB is running out quickly to go and speak to who I imagine will be this team challenging Impelicet and Richard. Sandro Carvalho, the head coach of France, are traveling on their own this week, though. Gluskinska shut down from Müller, 15 seconds. And they're going to the playoffs, but as always, smiling away, having a fantastic time, and rightfully so. Well, France are the first team to the playoffs with a 4th place finish. We know that they are more than capable of coming through that playoff. You might just see them in the final later on. There you go, 2 points for them. Didn't quite manage to do the same as yesterday and sneak their way down with a minute or 2 to go and make a bucket load of points. Müller-Tillman on 6. But it's going to be fascinating now in the final round of 3, ladies and gents, because the top 2 teams straight to the final, 3rd place in the playoff with the French.
Yes, lady, they actually send you to the playoffs. Your answer to this is?
We are here for play, so we'll just play more. It's good for us.
Yeah, I've seen you waiting to do another skyball. I mean, is there any difference having these good teams like Müller-Tillman and the Klingers in your bracket, which makes it even harder to step up for the next round?
We know it's a semi-final, so I think all the teams on the court are good. So it's just a bit of success, a bit of finish and luck. Yeah. So
there has been a situation we couldn't see on the screen. You disagreeing with the referee. Can you tell us about that? Yeah. Was it a touch or no touch situation?
This one, and just before I make a set, and he says that set is covered. Just after the Klinger make a set, is like ready pump. So I really not agree about that, but it's a life, and everybody can do a mistake, and the ref also. So.
Okay. Whatever happens, we're going to see you in the playoffs. Good luck. Thank you.
Yeah, we'll come back.
Well, as positive as ever. They just get another chance to play. And they even said themselves, we'll be back. Which you would never doubt them, would you? Well, 15 minutes left on the clock here then. And not only is there a golden ball to be used from Tillman Müller, it's a race to 15 points, or whoever leads after 15 minutes as the Klingers start again at the Queen's End, having won the previous round. They're having a world year. It's just interesting to see whether they will top this ball, because their form certainly deserve to throughout, but we know that there's 2 class teams around them in Gluskinska and Vacevic, and Tillman Müller as well. A little bit off the net. Vacevic finds one.
First point, Team Poland.
It's a really good find as well, because coming in quite straight out of system ball, says you're going to hit the line a little bit more than the angle, and then she turns it back. That's a pad over the top nicely from Gluskinska. Team very, very calm the way they go about their business. See, in Poland, volleyball's such a serious sport, such a big sport. If you ever do get the chance to watch volleyball in Poland, I would thoroughly encourage you to go. It's an experience. Luskinska comes in straight, pats it back. Free ball this time, but it's wide of the mark from Sinja Tillman. Luskinska having to side out again, no block, sat right in that approach line is Dinger, and then that's a really audacious little side knuckle across the body, and I love that one. You're able to turn the ball with speed with that knuckle, and if you can disguise it well enough, there's just no chance for the defender there. Great scoop from Tillman. Müller dancing across, gets beaten to the line. She just tries to make a little bit of a break, and as quick as Tillman is, she's not making that one. Jumper from Vacevic. Another knuckle, cross-body knuckle this time. You've got to seriously admire the control off the knuckle here. Well, Tina Gladinja is the most valuable queen after the quarterfinals. She's up in the next women's semis with 31 defensive points, 4 aces, 71% successful attacks. But at the moment, if we look at servers, Ronja Klinger second in the competition, and Vacevic, who just made an ace, is fourth with 6 aces for Vacevic, so that jump serve certainly is rocking and rolling. Sinja Tillman, third best attacker. She's already the best defender before this round with 30 digs. That's tied with Laura Ludwig, so it's the German beach volleyball with... I mean, if you're tied with Laura Ludwig defensively, you're not doing a bad job, are you? Louisa Lippmann, best blocker with 12 so far. Dorina Klinger had 7 before this round, so we've got some of the biggest blockers going in the next semi-final as well. Well, the golden ball's being used from Germany. Tillman Müller want to replay the point. You can't take it with you, and they'd certainly love a little bit of a run. That's tight, and it's a great use of the golden ball for Germany. Just using all of our height there, 6'3". Those stats. Serve wide. High. Business face for the business serving from Tillman in this run to 15. Will the clock tick down first, or will we have a champion of the round towards the final? It's a really good serve to the sideline this time. Müller, and that serve was so well positioned, it just really affected her approach. Moved to the sideline, pass was quite quick, she had to get herself up and in turn, couldn't quite find the ball in the right position to put the ball away as, well, it just keeps changing. DJ's still crushing it out here this whole session. Oh, bump over the top on the cut shot. Gruskinska-Vacevic moved to 6. Takes it really high there, Gruskinska, and stays fast. She has a really good mind on her, makes good decisions. We saw that one earlier on where she didn't really have many other options, so she dropped it short. And then she just sped up because she was a little bit inside, didn't really have a line shot open to her, and she's just done it exactly the same. That's a really good play. Just falling away. Again, didn't have many options from there, so she just chopped it short. Vacevic goes with the jumbo knuckle. From the inside, fast arm, slap into the angle. Ronja Klinger.
Welche beiden Teams ziehen ein ins Finale? We want to know the best 2 teams in this round. They're gonna advance.
And it's another knuckle from Austria. They seem to have that down to a T, don't they? Where they manage to maneuver the ball with the knuckle quickly, with good accuracy, and it's such an important swing, especially in the women's game, I'd say. Net being a little bit low, he really speed up with the knuckle. Sharp angle attack as Klinger on 5, Poland on 8, Tillman Müller at the moment. They've used their golden ball, but it's them who look like they're heading towards the playoff unless they can make some side outs. Remember, 3rd place goes to the playoff and joins France. Actually, just to change here, it's the full 15 minutes for this round because of the fact that we're playing for the playoff place. Skinska beaten, so you just don't want to be at the bottom. Big serve. Puts Müller under the pump with the pass again. Really well recycled, didn't have many options. Tillman hammers through the middle, and now it's a chance for them. Nervous times.
3 Punkte Deutschland, 3 points Germany.
First play, very good chop back into the angle. Coming in quite straight, showing the line and then going away from the body. Slightly more difficult swing on that back set as well. So kudos for the difficulty. Oh, and for Germany, they're out again with 4 on the board. Team's targeting Müller at times just as she's the tall breaking blocker who trying to move backwards and keep control of the ball. Never an easy task. Been beaten a couple of times on those breaks. One way, just setting a little bit more off the net, trying to make her break the block and then taking her on. Service on the long angle to the inside as they hold the things, and actually Tillman Müller must be in the net touch, something that evaded me. Klinger. Oh. What a serve. Get your way down there, Austria. As we go to the 5-minute timeout with Germany in the basement at the moment with 4 on the board.
4 minutes and 55 seconds and another chance and invitation for you to get an Instagram. If you want to win this kind of watch, 1,500 euros worth, then just comment the last post and we give you a message later on. Also wenn ihr Lust habt, einfach den letzten Post bei Maurice Lacroix auf Instagram kommentieren und ihr werdet informiert. So please give me back the board again.
Gruskinska-Vacevic leading the way. Klinger's in 2nd place. You just don't want to be 3rd in this round as you go into that playoff with the French that we've already seen happen.
In Führung, Team Poland 8 points. I guess it will be something between Germany and Austria. Where are the fans from Team Poland? Wo sind die Fans von Polen? Where are the fans from Team Austria? Where are the fans from Team Germany? And we can carry on. 3, 2, 1, let's go!
Well, Poland get us back underway. Austria looking to claim a few more insurance points as we get to the end of this one. Pressure will be on Germany here. Sinja the Ninja, oh, bump over, that could have gone either way, but it goes against her. And they have to wait to have another chance, but if they're patient, they might just turn this around. Good slap to the line. Knock all over the top. You could just hear down court side. I think Julius with Kirk Pittman. Always a recognizable voice. Down there with the coach of the Klingers as well, I think. Passing off. Okay. Another chance to get to the Queen's End. Can't take it. Jumbo knuckle over the top is another chance that goes astray here for Germany. They've had their opportunities. That's another knuckle over the top of Svenja Müller. Again, it's that shot that they're targeting when she does start to make a break. Oh, big hammer. Great touch as well. Oh, nice high line. Poland pull away again here. I think it's safe to say they won't be in the playoffs. It's Germany that really have to find some side-outs. There's an ace. Okay, this is the big moments. It's now or never, I would say. The Tillman Müller need to find their first pass. They certainly do. And they find a side-out as well.
5 points.
Juskinska-Vacevic on 10 seems safe. 2-point difference between the Klingers and Tillman Müller. Great setting. There's two. They're starting to cook at the right time, Germany.
It's going to be a close one.
Here we go. Queen and King of the Court always delivering. Müller needs to put this one away. Then we need to see where the line is. Klingers playing for their own skin as well. Müller's on the floor again, has to get herself up. Goes with a continuation play. Has to make a block now. Oh, the recovery set. Outrageous with a deep bump. Germany versus Austria, really to try and stay out of the playoff. Oh my days, Sinja can't quite keep it alive, and with 1:55 on the clock, Klingers get their way back to the Queen's End, and that was some rally.
I guess Poland is clear. Is it Germany or is it Austria?
90 seconds. Klingers kick straight out for Juskinska-Vacevic, so it still keeps the door open for Germany. This is tense. What a touch that is from Tillman. Can you put it away? You're going to have to do it with a bump, see? Lots of time to work the offense here for Poland. They are safe, but now Germany. We're at the wire. Remember, if it's all tied, it comes down to the longest stay. Miss serves counting now with the last minute in the game. Phenomenal dig. Klingers to upset Germany. Was there a touch is the question. No is the answer. Still the red light with Germany, the longest stay with the Klingers. Miss serves counting. Svenja Müller probably to stay in the competition and go through to the semis. What a finale this is. Klingers are now heading for a playoff. Phenomenal action here. Tillman Müller. Oh my word. Just being aced from the Klingers. 12 seconds left. And we think that the Klingers have got the longest stay. Missed serves count. It's a good one from Vacevic. This to go through. And the Klingers have done it, I think, on the buzzer. It's going to be Müller-Tillman that go to the playoffs right with the last play of the round. We love it, ladies and gentlemen. Swings one way and then another. And it's disappointment for Müller-Tillman, who put together a phenomenal run. And Germany now heads to the playoffs with France. The Klingers have snuck their way in with the last side out of the round. Service pressure. Wow. And that is why we love this format. You thought Müller-Tillman had snuck it. Some phenomenal plays from them, but then the Klingers clung on again.
Also erstens mal danke an alle, die rausgekommen sind. Es macht so viel Spaß, da in Luxemburg spielen zu dürfen und das gemeinsam mit meiner Schwester. Ja, das Format liegt uns sicher super gut. Wir schauen, dass wir aggressiv draufbleiben und einfach Spaß haben und in so einem Stadion macht es einfach Spaß.
Und später wird es voll sein, ich verspreche es euch. Ich glaube, ihr dürft zu Julius rübergehen zum Interview. Viel Spaß. Die Klinger Sisters im Fernsehen.
Well, there it is. The longest stay of 3 as well. Tillman Müller, 8 and 2. That was some entertainment. Julius Brink with with the Polish girls courtside.
Girls, congratulations. I mean, you actually finished this pool by #1. Did you expect this early morning?
To be honest, we started the game with no expectations because in this weather anything can happen.
Yes.
And it's just difficult for everyone to play, but we are super happy that we played consistent and I think that helped.
I mean, let's talk about these last minutes. It seemed to be obvious that you are going to be #1. There was a battle between Austria and Germany. How do you feel actually you serving and could be the factor who is going out and in? How does that feel? That's an extra flavor.
Oh yeah, you were serving. It was last minute, so if you will miss, it will
Yeah.
be a point, directly point. No, I think that we were focused on our own game, like just to keep our level, and it doesn't matter. I mean, let's play fair here, and everyone is fighting, so it will be not
My
fair.
goal was
Yeah.
to ace.
Yeah.
That was my goal.
Yeah. That's the next topic I want to talk about. Your serving skill, it seems like it's improving. The factor today with the wetness of that ball, usually teams take out of power because of going for a secure service. You don't, right?
Well,
Maybe rain helps her. So.
I think you have to go confidently with your serve, and I know we played a lot in the rain in the past, so I'm feeling pretty good in the weather.
Okay, so even though I hope we're gonna have sunshine tonight in the final, but enjoy the moment. Thank you.
Thank you. Bravo.
Thank you.
Well. An incredible final round. I think we're also going to hear from the Klingers in just a moment as well, because they were heavily involved at the end, sneaking it through. So Julius Brink doing a fine job down there courtside. The golden ball, not playing for that in this round, as well, just a slight difference there with Smolov. Claudina are actually from Latvia. We'll see them in the second semis, but it's Gruszkinska and Vacevic playing for Poland that go through with the Klingers, plus Richard and Tillman and Müller are in the playoffs. So that's going to be a feisty playoff later with 2 teams from that second pool going through as well. as Julius is ready courtside now with the Clingers, who should be delighted with themselves.
Yeah, here we are. I mean, what a battle against Germany. It was quite obvious that Poland is going to run the show, which was a surprise for me. And then you versus Germany. Did you feel it, or how do you describe this battle, as it was going in straight to the final or going an extra round?
Yeah, I mean, I think it was an extremely tough battle. Everybody knows that Müller-Tillmann is one of the best teams in the world right now. So we really knew we had nothing to lose. We had to risk, maybe make some plays that are riskier, but maybe there's a reward, and that's what we did. And we got a little bit lucky, and now we're in the finals.
I would rank these 50 minutes as probably the best serving minutes I've ever seen on Queen of the Court. Same to you, right?
Oh my God, it was insane. So it was a little bit of side, back, front wind. So Poland was just serving, jump serving, and just acing all the time. And then in the end, I knew, okay, I had to risk my serve. So of course, we got a little lucky that this worked out, but it was amazing to fight in this great stadium and to be here with my sister. And I don't even know what to say. I'm more than happy, I'm more than excited to play in the finals here.
Okay, so even though you were fully in your zone, how much have you been aware that you had the longest stay and that you were better than Germany when it comes to the tie of 7 points?
Honestly, I wasn't quite sure. I think at some point before we also had the same amount of points, and I think they had the red dot. But honestly, in this last couple of seconds, I wasn't super aware of it. I just thought, okay, we have to for sure go there and make 1 or 2 more points. So yeah, we just did that and risked, and that was the reward.
Oh, you did great. Enjoy the moment. Gonna see you in the final. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Incredibly happy. The Clingers make the final on the buzzer in dramatic fashion. And they are delighted. They went for risk. They said they felt they got a little bit lucky, but I think fortune favors the brave in this sport, and certainly in this format of the sport as well. Well, there you have it. The Queen and King of the Court European finals are underway. It's finals day, and that is all we've got time for the time being in rainy Luxembourg. We'll be back in about 25 minutes for the next semi-final, which will be an absolute corker. Till then, thank you very much for your company, and we'll see you for the men's semi-final A. Thank you very much.